few more minutes. Alright, let me just turn up my microphone volume. Okay, seems to be alright. No drop frames. Give it a few seconds before I officially start. I don't expect anyone to join, but hey, I'm trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing. Okay. Okay. Ignore all those John donations. I need to reset those widgets. Okay, so today we'll be talking about a relatively hard topic, as some people may see, abortion, which personally I used to be pro-choice, like intensely pro-choice, but now after realising some moments... Okay, I need to speak up a bit. So basically, I used to be pro-choice, but now I am pro-life. And if you want to debate the topic, my Discord server is open, and it will be from now on. And yeah, also follow me on Instagram. There's nobody watching, but just trying to set all these up. My big issue is just trying to get my past live streams to just stay on YouTube. This first ever time making a podcast because of, COVID-19, the good old COVID-19 has been fucking me up the arse lately. And yeah, it's weird because a lot of conservatives I see, half of them, they are pro-choice, half of them are pro-life. And personally, I stand from a pro-life point of view because I believe personally that life begins at contraception. That might be a hard thing for some leftists or some conservatives to understand, but the cells start developing into human organs and human cells because they take the male and the female's chromosomes. And might I add, I'm a year 11. My school is so my biology might not be the best, but from what I learned in the past year of me trying to focus, is that I come to the conclusion in my head that that life starts at contraception. And yeah, because I swear it's 8% of your chromosomes are your mother's. 8% of your DNA is your mother's at the beginning, and then 20% is your father's. They get transferred from contraception, and where the two chromosomes combine and start forming their own versions of DNA. And people might add that life begins at the heartbeat. No, because the chromosomes develop their own DNA, and then the stem cells start to produce the organs and all the other vital cells for the human to survive. And then that's like me saying, so you see a caterpillar and its cocoon. That's like me saying, oh, it's okay if I kill that caterpillar. It's not a butterfly yet. Well, that is true. It is not a butterfly, but it's obviously going to become a butterfly, and it is living in its cocoon. So why does it apparently not count for a baby? And I get all this population thing, but some girls, I swear, are rolling up to getting knocked up every 5 months, getting pregnant, and then getting back-to-back abortions. It's not right. Just tell them to wear a fucking Johnny or get on birth control. It's not hard, innit? And for me, a 16-year-old boy that hasn't even fucking talked to a woman, I don't know what it's like. For a girl, I don't give a shit. If you get knocked up, just don't get knocked up. The baby shouldn't have to suffer for your flawless fucking mistake. Generally, it's not hard. But yeah, I get that I'm a bit lighter on the subject. A lot of people are more down to earth and more challenging of that perspective. But that's just life, I guess. Let me just see how my stream's doing, just checking it up. Okay, I will start doing some regular stuff on this stream. I will, because I've got nothing to do in these past few days, so I might as well just work on my stream. I will start making an official Instagram and Twitter. Right now it's not even letting me make a Twitter account, and I just generally don't know how to get my name out there, so that's going to be a bit of a struggle. But hey, now you're just stuck with me debating with absolutely no one. I guess it's just a lecture at this point. But yeah, I do have a Discord Nathan J Studios Discord debate server where we got a general waiting room and a live screen. And yeah, that's I've got it all set up. And yeah, okay. So another problem is that people, especially on the left, are like getting annoyed in England and in America. I've seen because abortion clinics are shut down, and I get that not everyone can like have safe sex. Not everyone can afford it. Bullshit. It's £3 for a fucking Johnny. It's not hard. But yeah, and like they're complaining to the government, like saying open abortion clinics. Is it essential? No. Is that one baby? So you rather have the abortion clinics open up and about 70 people per per abortion clinic. I don't know how many are set up around the country because I know there's only like 2 in London. But I generally don't get, like, come on, mate. Like, they rather have abortion clinics open than stop a global pandemic. Like, Jesus Christ, it's not that hard. Like, I know what one I'd take. Like, have the baby. Like, and these people that give this, I'm not fit for being a parent. Well, give birth to the baby, and trust me when I say, babies on the adoption market go like that. If they don't have underlying health issues, and they don't have like any other problems, then they'll go. They're like gold, but not right now, obviously, because you know this COVID-19 shit. But when the world, and I say when because it will get better, that is a known fact. Us humans have stuck together and done some real, like, we've got through like an ice age or maybe 2, and then we've got through the Spanish flu. It was so much more worse. We got through Ebola just barely. I'm joking. That was just really overdone by the media. But yeah, we will get through this, and, well, literally, so, like, this I'm not fit to be a mother stance is not really acceptable. Excuse me. So, as I can see, nobody's going to join. I generally do not know how to get through this algorithm stage, like, because, you know, first ever, like, proper live stream. But yeah, that's another problem. And I've got a story to tell. So basically, for you who don't know, my name's Nathan Jarman. I'm in year 11, going on to 6th form. School's cancelled, yada yada. Doing online schooling, going really shit. And basically, at my school, I'm not going to say my school because I'm not retarded, and I know that would come to bite me back in the arse for my political views. And basically, in my school, every teacher, apart from 3 of them, like, know how to run a fucking country. And believe it or not, they're all citizenship teachers. One of them's history. And basically at my school, I have this really leftist feminist, like, oh my god, she hurts my head. Like, whatever I say or do, is she apparently has a problem with. And lucky for me, last day of school, it was a political debate class, because this was on Thursday the 19th. And basically the school was like, oh no, COVID-19, Boris said he's shutting down the schools, like, the following week. I mean Friday. So last day, everyone had so many questions, teachers didn't know what to do, and then they just gave up and let us do really fun shit. And basically it was political debate night, and we were going over some really soft topics, like, oh yeah, is anything, is like social media bad for you? And I was like, oh, this is quite boring. Miss, can we debate abortion? And like, I said I was pro-life, and nobody wanted to challenge my views because I think the entire class had the same views as me. And then the teacher was like, how absurd. You people don't know what it's like to be a woman, even though there were like 7 girls in our class. And well, I just said, Miss, do you want to have a debate? And she was like, cool, yeah. So I sat down at the front, and she gave some points about what if 3rd world countries you can't get contraception. And I said, well, in 3rd world countries, if they can't get contraception, the chances of them having an abortion clinic is very, 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 very low. And I said, might I add that in 3rd world countries, there is a very high religious, like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's a very high religious, like, please ignore me, I got a really bad star. There's a very, like, there's a lot of religion basically in a lot of third world countries. Their entire lives depend on religion, and the last time I checked, literally every religion hates abortion. And yeah, so I just put her first comment out to dry, and then she said about what if a woman is raped, and I was like, oh, so we're going into deeper topics, and I'm not here pushing out that rape is amazing or that I love rape or all that gay shit. Nah, trust, rape is probably the worst sin that a human can commit, right next to murder. Like, murder is obviously more, and more serious. And then I think rape is one of the worst crimes that a human can commit. And I might add that I separate rape from I had sex with someone, then I regret it the next night. That is not rape, might I add. If they were being pushy and they were forcing you, yes, that is rape. But if you had sex with them willingly, and then the next night you were like, oh, no, I want to be a bitch about it, and like call him up for rape, which might I add has ruined a lot of people's lives for women faking rape. And well, back to topic. So basically, she said about what if a baby is raped, and I have been watching on YouTube. I used to be religious. I was like Church of England Christian, and well, now I just think, well, because like my Christian values have stayed, but I don't believe necessarily in religion, because a lot of their theories have been put to shit basically. But I still have them values, and I said that the sins of the father, the baby should not suffer for the sins of the father. And like I said, if you get raped, like, I wouldn't straight away, please don't consider aborting the baby straight away. Now, this is a very unpopular opinion, but trust me, 9 months is all it takes. Like, that might seem long now, but once you get past that moment, 9 months is nothing compared to the rest of your life you get to live, knowing that you didn't kill a baby and that you have given someone a second chance at life. Or you could just do the easy way, get pregnant from getting raped, and then just ending that baby's life, when he could have gone through growing up in a adopted family. Or you could have kept the baby, depending on how old you are and your financial status. You could have loved, or someone else could have loved for that baby. They could have gone to school. You or someone else could have showed them, like, have watched them grow up and be successful in their life. But no, apparently you just want to end it all. Like, it's disgusting in my opinion. And I'm really happy that I have no people watching, because I have a bunch of people go, oh, you can't do this, you can't say that, you can't say that. Well, tough lady, I just said my opinion, what the fuck are you going to do about it? And another thing, I might add, I'm being a bit rude here by saying it's ladies. No, there are men out there, which might I add are the biggest simps known to mankind, because they think that they have been brainwashed their entire life, thinking, especially in America, thinking these socialist, liberal values, thinking that a woman has more rights than a man, even though on paper they seem like, they are told that the women are the oppressed ones, they will back them women and say that they're an oppressed minority just to get the slightest bit of pussy. Like, what the fuck, man? But hey, I'm gonna do another 15 minutes of this. It's gonna have to be a short podcast, and hopefully this video saves, because I do not know how to run YouTube, and if anyone would like to give me any pointers on that, I do not mind. And yeah, hopefully by tonight I'll have a Twitter set up, so I can notify you people when I'm going live and what the hell is going on. But knowing if I ever get big, YouTube will probably suppress my content, because conservatism isn't really they don't want conservative views on their platform, because apparently people don't like it and they call people Nazis, which in my opinion is very disrespectful, because I remember when someone called Ben Shapiro Nazi, and it's like his people were fucking genocide. People don't know, Ben Shapiro is Jew. He's from Jewish heritage, and he is a Jew himself. And people will call him a white supremacist and a Nazi, and it's why. That's probably the most offensive thing you can say. You're reminding him of, like, the oppression that his like like his family have been through some shit, like long distance relatives, and it's just reminding him that he was the truly oppressed. I can't say he is now, because times have changed and people have admitted that. But yeah, and for someone to call a Jewish person a white supremacist is very, very out of order. And I just realised I'm getting so off topic. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not really experienced with this. It'll come over time. But hey, and yeah, another few things I'd like to say about abortion before I end stream is that I get people's views. Okay, I'm not the kind of person to like get really like annoyed and like over the slightest thing. I'm not gonna be like triggered or anything, but like, there's a big difference between triggered and just getting angry over things. People purposely get angry when someone challenges their opinion, because their head is so inflated with just loathing and like shit like that. Like they are born and raised in this leftist society to love yourself and think that everyone else is wrong. And it pisses me off, because I grew up saying, Nathan, don't, like what my parents taught me, Nathan, you're not the only person in the world, think of others before yourself, do a good turn every day. If you don't know that's Scout law. Scouts taught me a lot. But yeah, sorry. But yeah, this leftist society has literally brainwashed people into letting women have the choice. Fuck religion. That is literally what they're telling everyone. They're saying, yep, go fuck Christianity, but not Muslims. No. They're accepted. We accept a Muslim person for their views, but if you're white and come from Christian heritage, you can go fuck yourself. That is all that I've learned from my social studies and my citizenship classes, is that my opinion is wrong, and and my opinion cannot be challenged and my opinion is apparently invalid because I am not a woman. And what does that have to do with that? Because people don't understand that women aren't the only one getting killed. There are unborn boys, unborn girls, and I don't give a shit about how many other genders there are. Fuck off, all that shit. 36 genders don't exist. But they can't just say that you aren't a woman, you don't have a choice in the matter. Look, lady, I don't like the fact that little baby fetuses, like, I'm just going to call them babies because they are babies. I don't like it, the babies are getting killed. You get it? Alright, BRB. Okay, and I am back. Sorry about all that, but live is really pissing me off, but hey. Okay, so back to the matter, is that people, like, just because I'm a man, well, I'm not even a man, I'm a boy. I'm a 16-year-old boy that some people call me uneducated, and I'm not old enough to have these opinions. Well, shut the fuck up, I'm old enough to have my own opinions, okay? And they just generally don't understand that people, if we live in an equal society, if all these feminists and social justice warriors want equality, but the moment that a man has an opinion about abortion, it's apparently uncalled for and your opinion isn't valid. That's not freedom of speech, they say. Well, it is. Alright, this is going to be my closing comment, because I've gone on about this for far too long and I'm very inexperienced in this podcasting thing, so But yeah, it's very bad that I'm apparently not